Greetings. I am Dominic Bytes. Welcome to another episode of Byte Club Cinema. We're still counting down on the subathon a little bit. Today will be a short stream. I need to get to bed early. Diesel needs to get to bed early. Cookie Law needs to get early. I just was just like, hey, there's the Homestuck Pilot. It's 11 minutes long. We should bang that out. And they're all like, oh, okay. Do we need to? I'm like, yes, you have to. So, all right. So anyway, I drank. I've conscripted. So Cookie Lama is our Homestuck expert. She's actually, thank you, Lam. She has actually watched or read or played. I already want to phrase it. She's actually
I
interacted
watched
with Homestuck.
the read through on YouTube.
There we go. So Cookie has actually interacted with Homestuck and its fandom, unlike Diesel and myself. Yeah, cosplayed too. She's cosplayed, of course, the best girl in Homestuck, which is Vriska. As you can, I know a little bit about it. I should preface, the skin tone of Dominic is not based on the trolls whatsoever. Absolutely no relation. I meant to imply being a robot, not I'm a Homestuck troll. I want to clear up those allegations right away. So, anyway, I actually just realized that there's a parallel there. Oh, God. Oh, did I see that earlier? Oh, no.
Moonpaw TTV asked me,
here.
Should Dom get pegged, or should Dom do the pegging? I'm not sure what you're asking. Are you trying to decide on an experiment involving some kind of pegging mechanism? Because if so, you should gather test subjects for your little experiment. Dominance and submission roles are more for social experiments than scientific ones, but make sure you have a really good hypothesis before proceeding.
That's a good point. Yeah, don't confuse your social experiments with your scientific experiments. Very good, Gladys. Thank you. Very, very well said. Now, Diesel, what, if any, background or exposure do you have to Homestuck?
Absolutely none.
Okay, so you have the least among us. So of the three, Cookie is the most involved, since she has actually read the whole thing and embraced the fandom. Diesel knows nothing. I know some, because when Homestuck was coming out, I had friends who were super into it. Everyone was recommending it to me. I just never got around to it. But I do know some of the characters, like Vriska. I've also seen Mama Lulu's complete read-through of Homestuck, which I recommend. I believe it is on her YouTube. So if you want a full read-through, go watch Mama Lulu. She does a great job, fully voice acted. She gets like several friends together. They all have like little special troll avatars as they're doing the read-through. It's really neat. So she does a great job with it. My voice sounds different. Maybe my voice sounds different. Oh, it should be the trailer guy sound. Hold on. Yeah, it's the trailer guy, right? Better be. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's the trailer guy. It was like, someone says your voice sounds different. I'm like, my voice changer on. Okay, yeah, no, it's on. It's the trailer guy voice. It's the Byte Club Cinema voice. Dominic here has the trailer guy voice.
The 80s called. It used a rotary phone. You remember those, don't you? Because you're old.
Hey, thank you for trying the new Kaleidos randomizer. There you go. Hey, Bootball. Hey, Brady. Hey, everyone in chat. Hardcore Lamp. Oh, yeah, you got first Hardcore. Nice. Very good. And Pump Daddy's also in there. Man, okay, there's a lot of you. Thank you for stopping in. So, anyway, before I draw on. So, yeah. So this is the Homestuck Pilot. No, I don't have to worry about a mask on this one because it's on YouTube. So audio will be muted, blah blah blah. As usual for the VOD, etc. Because I don't bother to change that. But yeah, there's not going to be a mask over it because it's on YouTube. No word about copyright. Now, I've been told this kind of sucks. That was kind of a disaster. I guess we'll see. Cookie will be in the best position to determine if this was a good adaptation or not. But, Diesel and I will be able to assess, is this worth watching or not? Notably, so, this is important. So, in the Homestuck Pilot, the voice of the main character, John, is Toby Fox. You may know Toby Fox for a little thing called Undertale. It's like this very obscure indie title. No one's heard of Undertale. It's just this tiny, tiny little indie game that it sold 5 copies, I've heard. But the music was great. But yeah, Toby Fox voices the main character, John. Toby Fox, for context, this is something I know. Toby Fox had to start doing Homestuck. So Megalovania, the theme for Sans and Undertale, is originally from Homestuck. Yeah, there you go. Kind of cool. Yeah. So the writer of the show, so Andrew Hussie, who did Homestuck, wrote the episode, and the animation studio is Vivziepop, aka Hasbin Hotel. So you have Hasbin Hotel, Toby Fox, and Undertale, and Andrew Hussie basically banding together to bring the arguably the biggest internet meme thing of all time to life. And somehow, apparent according to people, it went horribly wrong, because I didn't even know this pilot came out until someone was like, oh, they had that Homestuck pilot sure sucked in. Like, wait, it came out already? Oh no. Like, the fact that I didn't hear about it until secondhand, not a good thing. Not a good thing in my book, because, like, oh no, something like this normally would have exploded. So, anyway, we'll find out. Alright, are you all guys all set?
Yes.
Yep, I'm ready to go.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. And then we got the timer up to the corner as usual here. Oh wait, I should probably go to start, eh? There we go.
Oh.
Okay, we're just instantly starting with one of the meta characters right there. Alright.
Okay then.
Homage! Homage! I saw the homage. Oh my god.
Toxic boy stuff.
Dave! Fucking cakes.
Goddamn cakes.
Sweet. Is that?
He's obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Nicholas.
That is from the original, I believe, right?
Yes.
No, that... I think that was like a really old movie.
Oh yeah, it is an old movie, yeah.
Well, yeah,
Like an
Homestuck-
actual real movie.
Yeah, Homestuck
Yes.
does reference things, yeah, in real life. Oh, hey, Missy.
You haven't turned it off yet?
Yeah, first and last step. Oh my god, you have the comic in the background? Jeez Louise. Wow, they are just not explaining it. They're just... okay.
Skill issue.
Hey, you could do Mario with a hammer. Those replacing the text test, interesting. John swearing is weird. Well, it's Vivziepop, so... Wait, that's right, yeah, they didn't have cell phones in the original, did they?
Mm-mm. Yeah, they have cell phones.
Beats the hammer. Dave is way too energetic. Yeah, Dave was supposed to be like the cool guy. Yeah, that was, I agree, that's weird.
Gay.
you.
Uh-huh.
Rose.
But
Okay then.
wait, was Rose this obsessed with Dave already in the original?
Oh my god, yes. This. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, John swearing is a bit much. Yeah, John. I mean, the troll swearing. Yeah, but John isn't the troll. That's the
No,
contrast.
John cusses. John definitely cusses. I remember them like all cussing. Ooh. It's literally like the game you're like searching for everything.
Rose is spot on. Okay. Okay.
Definitely kind of feels like, because I don't know the context, I am kind of just lost as hell.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The second best girl.
Jade.
Jade.
I
Well,
cosplayed Jade at one point.
And you will again. Yeah, Jade's up, boy. I like Jade's voice. Jade and Rose are okay.
Just break the window.
Oh, there's that gesture motif again. Okay.
Oh, give me a second.
Explosions.
Okay. So Jade gets knocked out by something on her end. Okay. Pacing is too spastic. Yeah, I agree. This is way too fast.
I am very lost.
Yeah. Like, I was expecting the whole of this to just be John doing Homestuck stuff. Dave is totally out of character, though. Dave is supposed to be like cool, laid back, slow talking.
Okay.
Okay, so they have, yeah, literally just do Lucas from the Wizard. That's Dave. Yeah.
Dad.
That's not his actual dad, though, is it?
Mhm.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. Now we're fighting. I don't know if that is the dad or if that's like someone imitating the dad.
I think I'm pretty sure it's the dad.
Okay. You will eat the cake, son. Now the inventory graphics, like the fact that, okay, the characters are aware there's gamification in the world, like inventory system, narrator, etc. That's fine. So to them, that's just normal. But it's paced really fast.
Oh boy. I am
Okay.
so fucking confused.
Yeah, so the dad was like, "You're all eat the cake," and like, "I don't want your cake." It's like,
It was like a whole thing. I think.
press through log. Ah, there we go.
It looked like a whole.
Yeah, I feel like they're
I don't
rushing
know
this
how to
just.
explain it.
Yeah, I feel like they're rushing this just to get to the trolls as fast as possible. Because everyone knows like the trolls are like a big thing. So, but oh, there's Jade. Ah, there's Friska, best girl.
Yeah! Carcat! Fuck!
Yeah,
I like it.
wow, okay, I can see why this was sparked as a disaster. Wow, that was bad. That was like,
Yeah.
oh man, that was.
I mean, I know it was rushed, but like, the story was long.
Oh man.
Yeah, but
okay.
that felt like you're not getting
Oh.
new people, and with that is just solely like you have to have been there for all of
Yes, for
the show.
like base. So I think our three reactions pretty much capture why this pilot failed as a pilot. Cookie, knowing all the references, being deep immersed, she was delighted. Like she got it. She was able to follow it. It was cool. So for her, for fans who are like super into it, this worked and it was okay. For me, who knows a little bit, like I know just enough to kind of follow it, but it was like, whoa, slow down. Like, I would like to see you linger a little bit more on some of these references you're making to the original, and like explain them a little bit better and more clear. Like, use the visual medium here a bit better than what you are. There she is. Okay. There's everyone's favorite girl. She did nothing wrong. Everyone remember, this is the most important thing about Homestuck. You must remember, Friska did nothing wrong. Okay? No matter what you see Friska do, she did nothing wrong. Everything she did, she had to do, and it was the right thing to do. Friska, at no point did anything bad or wrong or morally reprehensible. Everything she did was justified. She's the bestest girl. There we go. Anyway, now moving on. Cookie knows what I'm referring to, but anyway, that's fine. But yeah, wow. So I know just enough to kind of get the reference on so that, like, Diesel, you're just completely lost. Correct?
Yeah, I definitely will say, because like this is my first exposure to it. I have no fucking clue what's going on.
Well, does this make you want to read the Homestuck webcomic, which I think is canonically longer than the Bible? It's like one of the longest webcomics of all time. Like, not the longest, but like, it's one of the biggest and most complex online works of all time. Like, it's in there, it's up there. So does this make you want to slog through all that?
Not really, because to me there's no
I
hook.
promise you it's worth it.
Yeah, but this pilot to me is just like there's no hook.
Yeah.
It just
The
kind of
hook
seems
is the
random.
game, it's the
I know.
wild.
So there were a couple of the small references I got. For example, in Dave's room, there's like this comic panel in the back on the door. I understood that. That was a reference to some a storytelling mechanism of the show. The little hooded figure who's like moving things around and playing the game. I believe he's a meta-narrative figure who gets referenced later in the thing. I don't know why we're seeing him now. Don't already got any goddamn sense to see him now. Like, and then it's like, all right, so we have.
I remember in the game that he puts that together.
Yeah, the lack of context was still in the comic, but yeah, the leisurely pacing made it work. Yes, so Homestuck, the webcomic, kind of threw you in. Explained a few things through there, like the inventory. It explained the inventory, and the show did explain the inventory. Like, okay, but. You know, it wouldn't explain everything right away. It would tease things out, but at least gave you time to, like, understand why a thing was occurring. This one is like, all right, they have a game. Cool. There's a back and forth. All right, I guess the dialogue between Dave and John was supposed to give us the idea of their character. Here's another problem. Like, okay, Rose, I understand her character. Jade comes through in, like, the voice acting. Very good voice acting on Jade. I like Kate's voice actress. Very good, very solid, great thing. But like John and Dave, it's like they're supposed to have, I guess, that kind of back and forth or something. And I don't know, didn't feel like good writing there. It didn't feel like it's taken from the source cut either. Like I feel like John's dialogue doesn't feel like the original. Neither does Dave's. John was passable-ish. Dave was a trainer. Yeah, Dave was a train wreck. Yeah, Dave's supposed to be the, hey, what up? I'm cool. You know, at least that was my memory of him. Hey, Paul. I'm also glad you were able to stop by, Missy.
Like
I appreciate it. Okay, anyway, sorry. All right, let's go. So, Cookie, what are your favorite, least favorite bits on this one? Sorry, I jumped right into the what in the world?
Like just from the beginning, like how you start out in the game, where there's like it's just a young man standing in this room. That was like one of my like favorite parts. I had a lot of favorite parts in this, but it may just because I know about Homestuck. But
wait, what? Okay, this is weird. So YouTube decided to turn off the live stream because apparently I tripped some kind of like age thing on there. What the hell? Did I just lose my YouTube live streaming privileges? That doesn't make any sense. It's not a copyright thing.
Oh no.
No, it's not a copyright thing. I guess I tripped the "Are you actually an adult?" thing. Oh, that's not good. I don't like that. All right, I will deal with that at a later point, I suppose. But yeah. So this was okay. So Diesel. So what? So watching this. What was there anything you could make sense out of? There you go. That's a more narrow. Was there any bits you did understand?
They have a game they want to play, and I guess a meteor is going to be crashing into the Earth.
Okay. Yeah,
that's about it.
Oh, okay. So I got a warning. How did I?
Okay. So like the game is called Spurb or Spurb. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. It's Spurb. SBURB or something like that.
What's the material? I can't. Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird. So I've got a community warning now on my channel. Wonderful. All right, this is the warning, not a strike, but okay. Maybe the Homestuck Pilot is like copyright, even though it's on YouTube. Apparently, I guess maybe I did need a mask over it or something. That's weird and strange, and I don't like that.
Why the fuck does my mic keep picking up the fucking beats? Damn it.
I don't know. It does that sometimes. You could try turning on background stuff. Wait, did it remove the live stream entirely from the? Oh, apparently yes. It just doesn't. It's not. It doesn't even exist. Wow. Okay. That's everything. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by like YouTube being a total pain in my neck right now. So let's see. Okay, I have a game meter. Yeah. So, oh man. All right. So this is a good example of how not to make a pilot. All right. When you adapt a series like this, you have to keep in mind fresh eyes. The creators here, Hussie clearly did not take into account, when he wrote this, did not take into account the possibility of there might be new people who want to enjoy this as a standalone work. He just went straight for fans, only for fans. It's only 11 minutes. Like, this shouldn't have been. There's enough content there in the opening. If you want to get all the way to the trolls really fast, which would happen here, you need to double that, at least, maybe triple it. As Missy pointed out, they should have spent the entire first episode on John struggling with his inventory. Yeah, exactly. Like, the first episode should have just been John doing the inventory. What they need to do is, like, what's the tone, right? What's the tone of the world? What are the quirks of the world? What's the tone of the work? What can we expect as the style of humor? This show didn't even really have all that much, like, it didn't feel like a Homestuck humor. Like, where's the jokes? Like, where's the wry sense of humor there? And the build-up, something intelligent, as, like, I don't, like, the cake thing, sorta, but it doesn't, like, I mean, sure, they have a fight about the cakes, but it's like it comes out of nowhere. Okay.
I feel like Homestuck standalone is already, like, chaotic, though. Like, I feel like it does that.
Fair,
Yeah.
but my issue with it is, it's just, I only know they want to play a game, and that's, to me, isn't really a really good hook, considering it's just like, cool, they want to play a game, and then the ending is when they, like, introduce, like, some intriguing elements, but by that point it's just, like, so chaotic. Like, also just going off your reaction, Cookie, it was just, like, to me this felt like, because I haven't had any exposure to Homestuck, I wouldn't enjoy this, because I literally have no fucking idea what's going on.
Yeah. And Missy points out, like, the start of Homestuck was John wrestling with his inventory. That was, like, the whole opening conflict. I think if 11 minutes of John struggling with his inventory, I think you could relate to that, Diesel, because inventory management, video game trope, I think you could understand that. And I think, like, a simple build, simple, like, funny conflict of, like, darn, what happens if I put this in here? Dang it, now I have to put this, like that. I think you could derive humor from it, you could understand it, it would give you a sense of John's character, and that would be like, okay, yeah, I kind of want to see more. Like, this was slow, and it's like introducing something, but it's funny, it's quirky, alright, it's making fun of a video game mechanic. I can relate to that. And I think, I think Missy's pacing on this, well, it makes a lot of sense. Keep just the inventory, then set up the world, then set up the other characters here. They wanted. They wanted.
The issue was the entire thing was building up, because this is, like you said, this is the pilot, right?
Yeah.
So my issue is building up, like, okay, they really want to play this video. So I'm thinking, like, okay, he gets the game, and, like, it's gonna do something. Something's gonna happen that's gonna be the hook for me wanting to explore it. It didn't happen. I only got the hook, like, towards the end, and I wouldn't even say that's a strong hook of just showing, like, character. It'd be like if Murder Drones, like, did something similar to this, where it's just Uzi going around the bunker being weird and talking with people, and then at the very end she opens it, and then she just flashes everything with fucking N and all of them, along with fucking God damn it, I can't remember her name right now.
Dominic Bytes, have you considered drinking lava? And not just in Minecraft?
What was
Also,
her
hey,
name again?
Ginger, not sure if you heard me, but I did say hello. Hey, Ginger's there. They missed the entire joke about why the hammer's John Lee Whippet. Oh, wow, they skipped jokes. Why would they skip jokes? Oh my god, it was a Victory joke. Oh my god.
Yeah,
See
no,
that?
but
Oh my god. I will say, okay, art-wise, I like the art style. The character designs, clearly, I mean, you could tell Vivziepop through this, like, Vriska right here kind of screams as Vivziepop. But you know what? I don't know why. Vriska's hot. I'll take it. Like, whoa, yeah, definitely, yeah, that's, Vriska's a solid wood here, and that's really was my thing. Jade also a very solid wood, for sure. Like, Jade is also very cute, very wifeable. Vriska also very wifeable. Talking about the show, yeah, I'm Jerry that one I miss. Yeah, I know Jerry. Yeah, all of us kind of are like, well, I think Cookie likes it. I'm just like this, like on a tactical level, this fails as a pilot. Like, now, if this was a tribute video to Homestuck, so if this was like, hey,
Dominic Bytes.
I'm gonna
Time to
direct-
stretch, preferably until you break
Thank
into
you.
tiny pieces.
Thank you for the stretch. Appreciate it. Okay. Thank you. Oof, that feels good. Hussie hates Vriska. Wait, he hates Vriska? The hell? What the fuck is wrong with him? Okay, well, he's just a terrible writer. Screw him. She's best girl. Everyone knows this. Visuals are peaked. Sweep me the tunnel work. Yes, visuals are fine. I think the animation quality is fine. It's the writing that is, and pacing, really bad. Now, if this was a tribute video, like Diesel, if I told you this was an homage to Homestuck made for the fans, I think that would have gone over
that'd be
better.
different. It's
Yeah.
it's because it's a pilot, a pod's meant to hook. Like I was saying, I had to go look it up, but like I said, it was like if Murder Drones again. Uzi's just wandering around the bunker talking about, oh, I wanna go outside. I can't wait to go outside. And, do all that. We don't get much else in regards to the world. Nothing about the killer drones or whatever. Nothing about N or any of them. And J. None of that. Uzi opens the door, and then suddenly we're flashed with all of the characters. N, J, Cien, Sin, all of them right at the end, and then it's supposed to be like, well, here's the hook. Aren't you excited to learn about the world? When to me it feels like what is there to be excited about? She's going outside. You're introducing me to characters that have had no setup that kind of look cool, but because I have no context, how am I supposed to get invested?
Yeah. The framing mechanism, I will say, the framing mechanism with the meta guy, the guy with like the hood at the beginning, not a terrible approach. Different from the comic, but not a terrible approach because, again, comics are not cartoons. Cartoons are a different medium. So you're going to have to set things up differently to use some of the meta tricks that are in the comic in a cartoon. So using that, like the little hoodie guy in the desert there who's like watching everyone and clicking around, introducing him early like this, not a terrible idea.
I thought I was pretty sure that they showed him. Well, I mean,
I thought they didn't introduce him until later in the comic. I thought I know he's in the comic, but I thought he was like later on. I thought you literally just start as Egbert and it goes from there.
Okay.
Yeah, there is stuff to like here. So like on a tactical level, animation's fine. Music's okay. Voice acting, Dave needs a complete overhaul. Dave's voice is strange. Toby Fox is fine as Egbert. The script the script fails. The script absolutely fails. The pacing, the pacing and selection of how they went is bad. Homestuck in this venue is proof that you cannot translate some media to more accessible formats. Yeah, well, it's about how. I mean, if you sat me down, like held a gun to my head and said, Dominic, you must adapt Homestuck, and it must appeal to the general YouTube going audience and be popular. I was like, I could probably figure out an approach. If you gave me a bit of time.
Thing is, this kind of feels to me a bit dated. This gives me more of the 2000s random lull humor, where it doesn't have to make sense because it's random, therefore it's funny.
So,
I don't I can like laugh at that, but if an entire show is going to be like this chaotic to where I barely have an inkling of a fuck what's going on outside of what the entire thing is based around, I don't think that's like good. Because it's not trying to be complex for something for me to pick
Dominic
apart.
Bytes.
To be like, oh, I noticed this, so that actually correlates to it. This is just, it's so chaotic, I can't really make sense of anything.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to watch something where it feels like just shit is happening because it's happening now.
Yeah. To be clear, so Homestuck is from 2009, so you're not far off with the lol so random aspect. But and in fact, some of the lol so random stuff that appears in other media is from Homestuck, is referenced to Homestuck. So Homestuck is actually the trope creator for some of the lol random humor that you are referring to. So to be fair, this is where some of it started. Yeah. Also, I got 2 new redeems, and right now I just want to show one off. So this is the VHS one. Makes it look like I'm on a VHS tape, and it affects my avatar. There you go. So Misty says, feelings of the pilot, there are good parts, needs to stop and breathe. Yes, I agree. And Terry says, everything in Homestuck defines presentation and traditional methods. That was part of the appeal, the sheer autism. True. Like, I mean, you had to, like, click over to different sites, you had a complex interaction of multiple meta layers of narrative. It is, on a good day, Homestuck invokes, like, Douglas Hofstadter's Gord Ellertribach in terms of his exploration of, like, meta-narrative levels and so on a good day. On a bad day, it's, also random. I like the very in-depth meta-level narrative stuff, but the very complex storytelling. That's the stuff that gets me interested in Homestuck. Of course, a lot of the fans were just like, oh my god, trolls have, like, multiple tentacles. That's hot. That was also the level
Buckets.
of... and buckets. There you go. I also have, this is another one here I've got.
Dominic Bytes. Seeing you through a CRT monitor doesn't make you look any less cringe.
There you go. So now you got CRT monitor. I might make this a little more extreme, but yeah, there you go. This lasts for like 10 minutes. There you go. Prior pilot should have kissed Big John's Redless inventory. I agree with you, Missy. That's what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting them to rush to the trolls, because, the trolls would be, like, halfway through. So let's say tentacles. Yes, we said tentacles. Let's see.
It just felt like setting up so much. Like this, like I said, the judging, like, you can tell how this is going over, considering Cookie's response. And I'm not trying to shit over this, but Cookie's response, she got everything, she knows the plot, so she's fine with it. Somebody who has no exposure coming into this as somebody new, I don't think is going to have a very good time.
No.
You see, with me, I am confused to all hell, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
And like I said, it hasn't got that hook like in other stuff we've watched from Glitch, like with Digital Circus, Murder Drones, and then Guinevere's Nights,
so this is
where they're
Glitch.
setting things up to hook you in. Well, I know it's not Glitch, but I'm using them as an example of them releasing a pilot, setting up a world, setting characters up, and giving that hook that makes you want to, like, watch more. Oh, Gaslight District as well, my bad. But here, the only hook I have is there's a video game they want to play, which is like, okay, and they just want to play this game. It's not set up to be anything more than just a video game. And then at the end of the pilot, they play the video game, so it's like, so story's over now. They're playing the video game.
Yeah, basically. They kind of tease the meteor. That, I think, in the plot, in the pilot, we should have ended with a shot of the approaching meteor to, like, establish, oh, hey, they're all gonna die.
Being
a meteor is coming. I think that could have been a good, like, ending hook, like, meteor is coming, to, like, show you that there's a time limit here, something's going to happen, and it's just a matter of time before they realize, oh no, we're all gonna die. I think that could have been good. Missy, yeah. Missy agrees with my feeling on the wayward vagabond. Thank you, Missy. It's funny, Missy knows, seems to be in the same boat as you, Cooking. She knows a lot. The hook takes like 3 hours to get to. That's when the meteor hits. Well, you can show the meteor. I think showing the meteor tells, from a storyteller's perspective, as a hook in a pilot, like the setup tension. It sets up tension and impending doom. You're gonna shows are like, oh, yo, we are clearly progressing from struggling with inventory to, oh, a meteor's coming, it's gonna kill us. Okay, I'm curious, like, where are they gonna go? How are they gonna deal with this meteor when they can't even get their inventory open? That can work. Terry points out that we lost the fighting hands, and I think the name entering thing we had at the beginning was a reference to the, like, player entering. The problem is it just popped out of nowhere. So, like, as Steve said, lol, so random, which really blunted how good the joke could have been. The narrator bit as well, does the fact that the narrator is this in-universe and they hear him, so it's a fourth wall breaking thing. Like, that's a Stanley Parable. That's a Stanley Parable kind of thing. So I would expect that interaction, and we didn't get any of that. That could have been a good thing to put in the pilot, something new, because the comic doesn't have a narrator, as far as I know. Yeah, the text, but you don't have a narrator. So using like audio tricks with the characters, because you didn't do that in the comic, would be a good meta equivalent for it. You just have to understand the cartoon. If you understand what's possible in cartoons and media, you can translate a lot of comic stuff into cartoons. You just gotta know what you're doing, and how to visually translate the stuff. The things that can be going, the puns, the jokes, a weird interaction. I laughed my way to realize something serious is happening. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, where are the puns? Where's the wordplay? The wordplay was brilliant in Homestuck. Yeah, the weird interaction guys. Yeah, like again, I want my.
They used to have Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, wasn't Nicolas Cage a big part of Homestuck? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. It would have worked if they used Wayward Vagabond playing Homestuck like a Doris Floor style point click format. There we go. That could have been interesting. Yeah, what if we're not watching these guys? These are in a game, and they're aware of another game. So like these are self-aware video game characters. They just spent a little more time setting that up instead of making it a throwaway. Just a little more time, a little more effort to frame things properly, let it click with us, let it set in, explore it a bit, get a little more meta, because Homestuck is very meta, a lot of meta humor. So, yeah, Con Air, yeah, it was a plot point. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah, Nick Cage was a big part. So, man, how did they mess this up this bad? Like, and it should have been, look, this is Undertale, Homestuck, and Has-Been Hotel teaming up to work on the big internet classic, and it's like, how do you fuck this up? This is a lot of talent. Man.
It feels like I said, I don't think somebody coming into this series new is going to enjoy it. And this kind of speaks to me as this is for the old fans. Because just the way, like I said, just the way the pilot was, and the fact the people who are praising it currently are people who have, like, experienced this, they know everything about it, like our mega fans, are getting excited with it, while somebody brand new like me is confused as fuck.
Yeah.
I think kind of shows where they're aiming at, which, if they want to aim at that demographic, that is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go with the idea that this isn't meant to actually get like new fans in. This is just meant for the old mega fans.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to prove the same. Like, this is, and that's not smart. It's not smart, and that's why I say, as a pilot, this fails. Because the purpose of an animated pilot adapting is to attract new fans to the property. Like, it's the same way we see this with anime adapting manga. When the anime drops, the manga sales should go up if the anime is good. The whole point of the anime is to drive sales of itself and the source material. That's why they do that. That's why, like, the older manga that was never adapted, the older it gets, the less likely it is to get adapted. That's why, because, what's the point of boosting sales of this old book we have lying around? We have new stuff that we should promote instead. That's why it's amazing when we get true adaptations of stuff like, Bastard or, Who's Friend Biscuit Hammer. It's amazing when we get those, as we do. But yeah, this should have been to, put more money into Hussie's bank account. But it doesn't. It just keeps new fans away. This isn't a great intro to it, and very unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. It didn't have to be like this. Also, it started out as an audience interactive format, that where all the old gangs came from. Hussie's readers were literally controlling John via forum messages. Isn't we were better on the honest area was brilliant. Yes, exactly, Mister. That's why I said, as a framing mechanism, I like it. It works. But, because you can't be interactive in a TV show as much. Although, you could, so Markiplier did this, you could have Choose Your Own Adventure on YouTube. Now, here's an interesting thing. It does not have to be a normal TV show. YouTube does have Choose Your Own Adventure capabilities, as Markiplier explored. You could use that in Homestuck. That would be kinda cool. I would have liked to see them do it. I don't think they will, but that would have been cool. Make it a interactive YouTube experience. Make it specific to YouTube, essentially. That would have been neat. But, yeah. Man, so much lost potential. But yeah, I agree with you, Diesel. And, yeah, but Cookie, did you at least get a kick out of it? I mean, even though, again, as a pilot it fails, but
yeah.
As a Homestuck, I think as an honest Homestuck, Missy used the term sizzle reel. Is that kind of, would you agree with that one? It's a sizzle reel. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's hop back over here. Alright, so I will deal with the YouTube's content striking me, because goddammit, YouTube. Alright, why you like this? You didn't have any problems while I watch other stuff. Why is this one any different? I don't know. As a writer it hurt. Yes, as a writer it hurt. Because there's a lot of lost potential with what they did here. Ugh. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. Let's see. Any final thoughts? Cookie, any final thoughts here before we wrap up?
I just wish that they did better, considering all this time in the fan base and everything. They could have given it a bit more of a slow burn.
Yeah. Alright. Any final thoughts from you, Diesel?
I mean, if they wanted to make this better, they should have sped up him getting the game instead of having that be just the whole thing. You want to
Well, he
introduce
had to
trolls
fight
and
with
shit.
his dad to get the game in the comic, didn't he? I was pretty sure.
That one I don't remember. I actually don't. So here's what I say when I'm less familiar with Homestuck than you are, Cookie. I know bits and pieces. So I've seen it from all around. I've seen bits and pieces here and there, but not the whole thing. I know the beginning, a little bit there with the inventory humor with John, but then I know some of the later stuff with the trolls and things. Some of the cool stuff Friska gets up to. I know the whole bit about, Gamgee being beaten by that one guy who's really terrible. I thought that was kind of neat. But, but, I jumped around. I've never actually sat down and done the whole thing. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, the fight of the dad, maybe I could see that being in the original comic, but I think that should have been built up to. I think it should have been built up to.
Yeah, they definitely rushed a lot of stuff.
Homestuck is outdone by Gold Ship content. Is it Gold Ship from the horse racing game? Is that I don't know. I don't play Uma Musume. I don't know. Do you play gacha games, Diesel?
No, I stay away
okay.
from those.
Same.
A second attempt wouldn't be bad, though. I think they needed more length. They needed more time to let stuff breathe and maybe refine it a bit. Because, like I said, the people who get everything and are enjoying it are literally people who know every fucking thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
And as somebody who has no experience, honestly, this pilot wouldn't make me want to watch it. If anything, I'd look at that like, okay, some random new shit. Because if you didn't tell me this was a comic, I'd honestly say this will probably flop based off that. Like, I don't think you would pull in enough people who would want to stick out the series because, well, it's extremely weird. Fuck it. I have nothing better to do but to watch it. I don't think there would be a lot of people for that. And again, this is coming from the aspect of if you had never told me that this thing had a long series and comic and that there was history behind this, like I said, I would think, like, as a series, it would just flop. And it would just be, does the creator have enough passion to finish it? Well, I get you're like that, Moonpaw. I'm not sure if there are a lot of people out there, especially with today's attention span, who would want to stick out a series like this outside of I've watched a lot of other stuff. I have nothing else to do. Fuck it, let's see what this has to offer.
Yeah. My subathon timer got messed up. I don't know how, but it got messed up. Anyway, I approximated the amount of time left on there. I think I was still over 4 hours, but whatever. It's fine. I'm not gonna get too hung up on it, but that annoyed me a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. This pilot, if I knew nothing about Homestuck, this is my absolute first exposure. Like, as you, Diesel, I agree. This would not make me want to watch the rest of it. I hope they give it a second try. If they do, we'll watch it again. If they make a second try, if they continue this, there you go. Well, if they continue,
I think they'll have a hard sell because this is going to be like a lot of people's first exposure to this.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if this is going to get a series. I don't know if this is going to be big enough because it did toss kind of flop. So on YouTube, this got 1 million views, which sounds like a lot, but consider the fact that Knights of Guinevere got like 13 million, and is still climbing. That's not as big as it needs to be.
Look at look at Disney with their live actions. Those got a lot of views. They didn't end positively.
Also true. Yeah, how many of those million are like, yeah, give us more, and how many are like, oh, that's what Homestuck is? Okay, I guess. Second try can work. Yes, I agree. They need to go back. I hope that the problem here, Missy, is Hussie. So my impression of Hussie is that early on, Hussie was fine. Like, he was an okay dude. But time has not been good to Hussie. He's fallen in with a bad crowd. He's apparently surrounded himself with, basically fans and simps, yes men, who just reinforce his ego. So now Hussie kind of has the attitude of, I could do no wrong, which is not a good place. This isn't peak popularity Homestuck. This is a decade hence Hussie burning down his own creation. Hussie, yes, exactly, Hussie. Exactly, Notary. Yeah, Notary is getting to the point I was pointing out, where, yeah, Hussie in 2009, Hussie is not 2025 Hussie. Hussie, like, even by the end, like 2016, like the last 9 years since Homestuck ended, Hussie has changed as a person because he has surrounded himself with not great people. He has been under the influence of folks who feed his ego, just say yes. He doesn't take the high soft crap like he didn't help his mindset either. Yeah. He's a far cry from the Hussie we first met. And I don't know if he's going to be open to the criticism and the feedback needed to make this work. Like, the Hussie now may just be like, well, screw you all. I know better than all of you. This is what everybody wants. I'm going to do it this way. And he's just going to run this in the ground. I mean, it's his money to burn. I mean, he's paying for it, I think. So if he wants to pay Vivziepop to animate stuff that is written like garbage, I mean, it's his money to lose. But I don't see this getting the support it needs to, like, get big. Like, if he throws a Kickstarter based on this, I don't think it's going to succeed. I mean,
yeah, because another thing to consider
Cookie. I don't know.
is a series like this, you're competing with Glitch.
Yeah.
Who has Digital Circus, Gaslight District, and now Knights of Guinevere with, one of their authors being a huge person.
Yeah.
So you're putting it in with, like, even though it's a different thing, it's still a series that's getting thrown in with these others who are massive because Glitch has shown they make fucking quality.
Yeah. Now, the big name you have attached to this, of course, is Vivziepop. Vivziepop has a massive fan base because has been a hell of a boss. But, like, if the product's bad, there are people. I mean, you
Well, you
might
said
get.
she's an animator. Is she a writer on this?
No, no. She only, as far as I know, she only animated. She may be responsible for John having such a foul mouth. She may have contributed to the script, but I think Hussie is the main one doing the writing.
I think that you got to take that in consideration because while she does have fans, if they hear that she's just doing the animation, less of those fans are going to want to watch this because they like Vizzy for both animation and her writing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you're right. So, if they did a Kickstarter based on this, 50-50 on whether it gets funded. I mean, it really kind of depends on, like, are there enough Homestuck fans with a lot of money who could be nostalgia baited into supporting it just because it has the Homestuck label? And, like, and also, let's keep in mind, Hussie himself has done a ton of damage to the brand over the years, as Perry points out. He has been burning down his own webcomic, burning down his own fan base, like, pushing away many of the people close to him. I remember there was an instant, like, there was somebody trying to get Homestuck into a readable format, or something, because Homestuck uses a lot of Flash. Flash doesn't work anymore. So there's a person working on that, and apparently, like, he screwed that person over, as well as others. I mean, not just him. I mean, that one was like a back and forth. I don't know who's in the right or wrong on that. So I don't know. But I know there was drama. Drama's not great, like, but there's been a lot of drama around Hussie. Hussie has caused a lot of drama. I don't think anyone debates that. And again, it's because he's falling on a bad crowd who feed his ego, and he doesn't check himself as well as he used to, which is unfortunate. So I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna see more of this. I just want the story does justice. Yes, I agree, Missy. I think this show done properly could have a wonderful, just stellar, cartoon meta thing. And this ain't it. This pilot ain't it. This is not the quality that I will think Homestuck deserves. But the question is, can Hussie put the thing? You know what? This might be terrible to say. It's kind of like how George Lucas writing the prequels was a terrible idea, because turns out Lucas is an ideas guy, not a writer. Hussie may be at that point too, where it's like, yeah, he can come up with the ideas, but he should write it. Like, maybe he should outsource it to somebody else.
It's the case of you can have a really great crew, but if the captain steering the ship ain't got a fucking idea where to take it, then the crew can't save it.
Right, exactly. You know who could? It's funny. You know who could write? Probably think of a decent way to write this would be Toby Fox. Toby Fox has writing chops thanks to Undertale and Deltarune, and he is pretty good. And he does know Homestuck extremely well. So I think if Toby Fox was doing this, you actually might have a better chance than if Hussie himself. Like, have Hussie as like a producer overseeing it, but yeah. I mean, Toby Fox worked with
Toby
Hussie.
with
Hussie trusts him.
Deltarune has shown like a now I haven't played it. I've seen it though. I've seen all the memes and shit, so I have an idea. A lot of it through meme culture, but he seems to have a pretty good way of writing meta.
Yeah, exactly.
From Deltarune.
So Toby Fox, very familiar with Homestuck. Hussie trusts him, which is important. You want the person who ever writes it to be trusted by Hussie, which unfortunately isn't a lot of people these days. Oh boy. Like, Hussie has also trusted some very bad people too, unfortunately, who've done some bad things. But have Hussie as a producer to oversee the work. And then have Toby Fox do first crack with Vivziepop informing in terms of, like, what's possible with the animation front and her background. That Toby Fox has a good understanding of story pacing and dialogue. I think he would be able to do it. The problem, of course, is he's got Deltarune on his back. I don't think he could be doing both of those. I think, like, Homestuck by itself is an entire project. He would have to pause Deltarune to do Homestuck, and I don't think he's going to do that. Because Deltarune's his baby, that's higher priority for him, and I totally get it. But heavily inspired by Hussie. Yeah, exactly. So I think Toby Fox would be a better writer for this than Hussie is. That might be heresy to say, but that's the best recommendation I have for saving this. Do this again. Make Toby Fox the lead writer. Vivziepop advising him in terms of what works for animation, and Hussie just stands back as producer, kind of like what Lucas did with Empire Strikes Back. That will be, yeah, exactly. Now, there could be others. I don't know. Hey, maybe get that person who said Frisket did nothing wrong in one of the games. No, don't do that. That was like I say Frisket did nothing wrong because that line is so god awful stupid, and I make fun of it. All right, I hope my sarcasm when I use that line is clear despite the bliss changer. But no, don't do that. Don't do that. I remember Mama. I remember Mama Lou played the game where that line comes up, and I'm immediately staring. I forgot it, and Mama immediately timed me. I was like, no, I'm not dealing with it. This sucks. This hurts. You're not making that worse. Stop it. And that's how I accidentally lost my mod powers. Because there's only a timeout somebody, it strips them of their mod powers. And fun fact, don't time out your mods on Twitch. You have to re-add them as mods. Whoops. Okay, Notary says, the really rough thing, animation have already been done outside of refined style. Can't fix it. Actually good. The really screwy part, goofy leg scrambling animation is thematically appropriate. To make it more detailed is counterproductive. Frisco did nothing wrong. It's my favorite fandom running gag. Yeah, that's same here. Because, Frisco's a solid wood for me. Like, oh man, Frisco. Yeah, Frisco's broken, but I can fix her. I can totally fix her. I can fix her. Swear, I can fix her.
Yeah. I think the pilot suffers from the issue of, if people were to tell me, well, to get the pilot, you need to go read the whole series, which at that point makes it counterproductive for me to then watch the series outside of wanting to see something animated, which, yeah, there are fans who'd like to see things come to that's what we get with anime. I think the difference is, though, like I said, with this pilot and like how random it is, if I were to go read that, maybe it would change my opinion. Though I definitely feel like the difference between this and like because I think anime mangas, I think have a really good correlation here. It's being based off something that has already been like written and finished, and now they're adapting it to animation. What the animes do, at least, is like, I know it's more pre-established stuff, but they give you enough of an understanding, and then, like I said, the hook. There's enough there that you don't need the source material to enjoy or understand the, anime.
I'm
Okay,
sorry
do you need to get
cut
going?
this short. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It's
So Cookie.
11:14.
Right, you're an hour later. Okay, so Cookie, go ahead and chill wherever you got going before you go. So everyone, I'll do some unchilling. Hey, everybody, go commission Cookie. She's got commissions open for another couple of weeks here before her surgery. So go. I'm trying to give you a shout out. There we go. All right, so go commission her. Request all kinds of art, loot or otherwise. So hey, Missy, you should get Cookie to draw pen in compromising positions with Aki working her over. Cookie would love that. There you go. You should totally commission Cookie to draw Kuro and pen being used by Aki. That would be a really awesome thing to have drawn. I'm laughing you. Anyway, yeah, Missy likes that. Yeah, I say get Cookie to draw pen breast expansion art. There you go.
I could draw many a thing. Please commission me. I need money because I'm getting surgery at the end of this month.
Yes. And Cookie's getting surgery. We wish her the best. Cookie is awesome. God let Cookie show. Sorry. Okay. Jeez.
I won't be able to draw for 3 months, guys.
Yeah.
Get yours while you can.
Yes.
My art style will change after this.
Oh no. You'll be doing stick figures. The master of the stick figures, Cookie. Yes.
No.
Oh.
I refuse. I will torture myself.
Any streams planned coming up?
I've just kind of been grilling it because I'm trying to get all this art done and stuff, and I tend not to get it done when I'm streaming. But I'm probably gonna be live tomorrow.
Awesome. All right, tune in for that. Everyone, watch Cookie Lava tomorrow. Watch her while you can. They're done. So what she doesn't know is I've ordered her doctors to replace her hands with robot hands. So I will control remotely.
No.
So I will have full control over her hands going forward.
No, they're my hands.
No, they'll be robot hands. they'll be able to. I'll give them 6 fingers each. There you go. They'll have even
You
better
could just
motor
give me
control.
your 6 fingers.
Oh my. Okay, well, okay. Yeah, I'll give you like the fingers and like those of the shell that like split apart, or like they're like 10 each per hand, like super ultra type. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my
That's
god.
what we'll give you. Alright, well, you have a great night, Cookie. Thank you so much for joining. I wish we had better things to say about this. I'm sorry. I know we're roasting this pilot really hard. Understand, I'm not roasting Homestuck per se. I'm mainly just roasting the pilot.
It's just the way
saying
they executed it. I get you.
Right. Great idea, bad execution. It happens. Hey, swing and a miss. It happens to the best of them. I mean, not every anime is a winner either. See plenty of bad shows. So,
if every hot dog were perfect, we would. If every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs.
Exactly. All right. So you have a great. You get a good rest, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, Cookie? Night.
All right. Good night.
Bye. Okay. These any final thoughts or before we wrap up here?
Yeah, no, I think I said what I needed to, and
Okay.
it has its source that they're building off of. Yeah, like I said, my issue with it is it makes no fucking sense.
Understandable.
Which,
okay.
when you're translating it to this sort of media, while you have a script to go off of, and you have to try to contextualize things and narrow it down, I do get that. But still, I think compared to like I said, anime, I think these are a good comparison from a comic / manga to animation. Anime does it better because they at least do what they can to explain those key details that you need to know to like understand what's going on. I feel like from what people are saying, like, oh yeah, no, they go over this in the thing, so it's like that's not good then if they go over like these key things in the comic, but decide to leave it out thinking like, okay, well you should understand that.
All right.
Like
Yeah.
it's like having a manga and then making an anime where a good one, JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen. It would be like them having them use these powers and shit and being like, well, you should know what's going on. Didn't you read the manga? Where we explain these powers in the systems? Like, no, I thought you guys would do this here. Well, can't help you on that. Sucks to be you.
Oh, actually, I've
Guess you'll
thought
just
of
be confused.
Thought of actually a really good example, an actual example, Sakura Wars. So, Sakura Wars had an OVA back in the late 90s. Now, Sakura Wars is a video game. The problem with the OVA, though, is the OVA assumes that you have played the video game. So you'll watch, I think it's 3 OVAs, and they won't make a sense, what the character's doing, where they are, what's going on, because they don't explain anything. They don't explain the conflict, they don't explain the powers, they don't explain even, introduce the characters, really. Everyone's friends now. It's we're in this bird, one episode to another. All these friend people appear, and you just have no idea. It's because they assume you have played the video game. And if it's packaged with the game, they assume you played it, so if you watch it standalone, it makes no sense. Of course, they animated. They look nice. They are fun on that sense, but they make no story sense unless you play the game. So there you go. So this, he says, Homestuck is great. Love parts of the pilot, the glue holding together was wasn't it? Yes, I think we got that. You can't just hand wave John's shit inventory. 60% of the jokes in Act 1 are part of you understand John's inventory. Yeah, exactly. And they explain it a little bit, but it's okay, why are they just skipping past 60% of Act 1? That kind of rushed attitude, what it tells me, Missy, it tells me that Hussie may have lost confidence in his old self. Because, 2009, that's how he started Homestuck. He put those jokes in there as a creator. Why? Because he had confidence that people would stick through those bits and would keep reading. But now he's speeding past them and trashing them because he doesn't have confidence in his old self, in what his old self wrote. He just wants to get to the, quote, good stuff, the trolls, the things everyone remembers. He just wants to speed run through the other parts he does like, but he doesn't understand what he did. So Kurt Hussie, does not hold past Hussie in high regard. That's how this feels. This feels like current day Hussie, dissing old Hussie of like, look how much better I am than you. I can write this better, but the pilot is not better. It is not better than old Homestuck. Sorry to say, Hussie, may have lost your touch. You may have lost your touch, old man. Sorry, it happens too. It happens. Stephen King and certainly many others have lost their touch as they got older and the well ran dry. And I think we're seeing that happen with Hussie, which is unfortunate. I like the story better pre-Act 5 before the Trolls Return Factor. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's fair. What happens when the blue sky mob gets you pulled into their hole? Yeah. When you surround yourself with an echo chamber of yes men and simps, that's what happens. Yeah, agree, no, Terry. The past becomes an enemy. Yeah. You get confused that your past self was not as good as your current self because, my past self just didn't know as much. But you can overlook the creative spark of genius that you had back then. We'll see this too when we get around to Joker and Joker 2. We will see something similar, where the director did not understand his own work, its success, and why it was good, and botched the follow-up entirely. Maybe on purpose, but I think it was genuine, ignorance. Guys, groove back, they had to work for it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's for you.
Because maybe... Yeah, no, because like I said, this feels like a timepiece. It's like it's like going back and watching one of the classics, and you could tell the tropes and stuff because they've been played out so much.
Right.
But you could see how it was good back then. This, I'm not seeing it because it just gives this gives annoying Orange vibes and Fred, where it's just lol random
the original Homestuck was not that bad. I'll put it that way. I haven't read the first couple chapters, if I remember right. And that's about it. I went on my own. The original Homestuck is not like that. That's the problem here. Yes. So what you're citing is an issue.
Because it felt so rushed that to me it just it makes a pilot is meant to be what to expect. And if this is what I am meant to expect in this pilot, then I don't want to watch this because it's going to rush, random shit's happening, plots moving forward at least, right, guys?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, and as I said, it's because Hussie doesn't trust his old self, he doesn't trust his old pacing. The pacing was much more gentler in the original, and that's abandoned here in the pilot, and as you point out, that's to his detriment. So, alright, let's start winding it down here, because you need to get to bed.
I gotta get going, yeah.
Right. Okay, so, let's see. So thank you to Triceratops, Little Appleseed, and Little Lips, Cocomello for the follow since last stream. This is the end of the live stream. This is a live stream. I'm not going to be playing the game tonight. I have early stuff tomorrow. I give Aquila a chance. Way better pace. Yeah. Well, maybe I can convince Steve to read it. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll voice something. I don't know. Throws cheese. Why? Don't throw cheese at me. Hey, no problem, Missy. Thank you for stopping by. It's so nice to see you. I know you were super busy with real life. But yeah, that's it. Let us know in the comments below on YouTube. If YouTube lets me post this, god damn it, YouTube. What do you think? Did we miss something? Are we too harsh? Are we too gentle? I don't know. Is there more to this? What do you think caused this pilot to just fall flat on its face? Do you think there'll be another one? Do you think that Hussie's gonna get real stupid and push forward with what he's got and make more like this? I don't think that would be a smart move, but I'm not him. It's not my money. But I hope he's smarter than that. So, let us know in the comments below. And, that should do it. That's it for that. We're going to raid out after this. So stick around. This is Dominic Bytes signing out. When next week, may your robot body be fully charged.
Dominic Bytes, you productive little devil.
Hey guys, welcome to the stream, Dominic Bytes. Hopefully everything works out for you, buddy.
Hey Dominic, how are you? Hi Dom, welcome.
Hey Dom, how's it going?
Hi Dominic.
Hi Dominic. Hi Dominic. Sorry guys, Dominic is a friend of ours.
Hey, Dominic Bytes. Welcome. Welcome on by.
Hello, Dominic. Hello. How you doing?
This was made by one of the other staff members in the back, Dominic Bytes. You should check them out. You should hire them on your next session over here at Momo Maid Cafe.
Hi there. Hi, Dominic. Hi.
How's it going, Dominic? Welcome in. Mwah.
Yo, Dominic, how's your day going? Glad you can make it.
Dom! Hang on there!
Dominic Bytes, thank you. I appreciate the compliment, but it's just my programming doing its job.
Dominic Bytes. Oh, it's you.
It's almost as if you're trying to impress me with your endurance.